Hey guys, this is Void of Dust Gaming, and it seems that we've got support week right now, so after Chognar and Toro, I am going to show you some Omega gameplay. A hero that is not that often picked. I don't really see him around the battlefield at all, so I thought after I have been posting the last video in 2019, and if I'm going to take my table here, Omega has not been on the channel since the 19th of August 2019, so a whole year has to go by, and now we've got some Omega content for you guys. So I've got some nice build for you, an updated version containing all the changes that have been applied within the game. I've got some Arcana stuff and I've got some nice gameplay, and I would say let's enjoy this. If you haven't subscribed to Void of Dust Gaming, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, put a like here, and put in the comments whatever you think is suitable for this Omega video. I hope you enjoy today's video. Let's go. So we're starting off with the armory section here. As you can see, we are taking the support item for the warriors. That is true because we're not dealing that much damage. All the build is focused on being sustainable, having utility, and being a support hero. As you can see in this build, we've got the Gilded Greaves, Aegis, we've got Gaia Standard, Shield of the Lost, and we've got the Mail of Pain. So everything is tweaked on being as resistible as possible. And we're going with that in the Arcana section as well for the most of it. So we're taking 10 times Indomitable for the Armor and HP edition. We're going with Benevolence for the max HP, a little bit of movement speed, and some HP regeneration. And I'm always throwing in some skewer for just this little nice armor piece that's going to help us putting some damage onto the enemies that are following up our AD carries. And my AD carry won't be in the game with me for most of the video, so we will be on our own. And the clear speed is horrible. It's not even funny. So as you can see in the enchantment section, we are going for full utility here as well. We're having the River Treader. We have a Nature's Gift for the addition to get some HP on top of everything that we've been building so far. I've got Nature's Rage to deal 1% every single time we use something that's going to cause crowd control, which is basically every single ability that Omega has. And then we're going with Devourer and the Bone Cutter, because Bone Cutter is just stacking up nicely with the Gilded Greaves. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube viewers and YouTube viewerettes, we are going in here for some Omega gameplay. Of course, I'm taking my support item as the very first item in my build because we want to have this constant gold and experience source that we get from the support item, and we are going to build it for the first upgrade until we switch for the boots, and then we're going to finish the item afterwards. So what we're doing at the beginning of the game is we're going to roam a little bit, trying out how Tulan's reaction is. We're getting a really nice knock up on him. Unfortunately, our Crixie is not able to capitalize on this, but now we've got a Tulan in our back. Like, what is he doing? He's following us around for no reason. I don't know really what he's doing here because his teammates on the top lane are missing at the moment. And with one single blow, we are able to reach level 2 right now. Caffney has already been there, and we are using the second ability right now. I'm always going with the first, and then I'm going to maximize my second ability for some little nice slow stuff that we're going to apply. And this worked out really well. Like, I didn't know that this was possible, but I was knocking up several enemies at the same time, and now we need to get our luggage out of there. We need to retreat, and I was a little bit scared if the recall would have happened with Lindis around, because one single mine and I think an auto attack would have just meant the end of this Man of Steel right now. I think Omega is the real Man of Steel, because he's just made of steel with some crazy physics as he is floating on a bowling ball. I don't know, like, it's really crazy what's going on. Everyone has the Grug skin right now. I really feel a little bit sad for myself that I don't own it, because the Yakuza whatever skill looks really nice, and Grug is always one of the heroes that you want to have. So now I need to free up my Caphany, and I'm going to take every single risk so that she can be safe. And as you can see, my health is just shredded away by these 3 enemies, and I succeeded. And I did not only succeed, but the good thing about it is that my team went in, map awareness was straight, and we are able to get a double kill on that. Defeated here Grug, and that's going quite well. So I'm positive at the moment. That might change throughout the game, but as a support, you guys know the drill. You are there for keeping your teammates alive, which means that you are going to get some damage, and I just interrupted Caphany's skill here so that she's not able to dish out her ultimate, which is really strong. Now our Caphany goes in, and we are really lucky that we have both been able to sidestep it. Grug's hook is nothing that you want to have straight in your face, because it just means that you will get full tower aggro, and that means normally that you're going to die. My Caphany is really up front here. I didn't like it that much, because just one single hook can basically interfere everything. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put myself in danger, just in order that she can retreat to safety. And while I was watching the map, I just realized that she's gone for good. Like, she's okay, bye. Well, I'm not going to deal with that shit anymore. And that was a little bit frustrating throughout the game. Like, I was always up there just fighting for myself, which is of course nothing that I can survive on the one hand, and I can't take anything down on the other hand. I can't push, I can't kill anything, because my damage output is just so little that I'm basically thankful for every single minion take that I get. Sidestepping here with a lot of luck. Grug did not hit me with his hook, and that was a good thing to do. So right now, as I said, this is a situation that you want to avoid. So I'm stuck here. I need to press my source of shielding here, coming from the item. And right now, unfortunately, we did some kind of separation here. I'm not able to dish out a lot of damage, but at least I saw that Xana's is going in, and I just sacrificed myself again for no glory, because I thought that he might be able to take away Grug's life without a problem, but unfortunately he isn't. So we are stranded here. We did not get a kill. I sacrificed myself, and this is the situation right now. 6 kills for our team, 4 kills for the enemy team, and the game is a complete mess at the moment. Because do you guys realize that? Like, do you ping a lot? In most of the games, I realize that I'm basically the only player pinging around, like enemies missing, rally for a team fight. I'm telling people where I will be in the future, so I'm calling where I'm going to move, and all this is going to be a lot of help for your team, but unfortunately the main approach of the players is not using this function in the game. They're not using it. It's so convenient. It's not that much of a big deal. You just need to press some buttons. You just need to swipe things around, and then you can basically tell your enemy, basically tell your team what you're about to do. And most of my players are not doing it at all. Like, not at all. And I was so overexposed. I was overexposing here. Did not really pay attention to the map, to say that. And now we've got a situation where we've got Caphany dealing with a lot of minions, and unfortunately she did not focus on the tower immediately. At least she gets it, which is a good thing, but otherwise this situation would have been quite bad. If you split push and you don't survive, and if you don't survive, that's fine, but if you split push, you should always go for the tower. Like, that is your main goal, because as I always say in my videos, destroyed towers win you games, kills don't. That is the formula. That's the formula. Now we are getting killed here, trying to deal as much damage as possible, but unfortunately I'm not able to. And as my team is basically paying no attention to the map at all, Caphany is hanging around in the jungle trying to get blue buff. We've got Zenith there trying to get blue buff. He is the one supporting me. Marja is trying to get a tower. Crixie is dead, and that is the mess that I've been talking about lately. Like, this is kind of, what the hell is going on? Why are you guys not paying attention to anything at all? And Zenith just put himself in a situation which was really dangerous, and we can all be grateful for the fact that he managed to get out alive. And now he's going in back again. Like, retreat, get some life, dude. I can handle it on myself. Like, it's not really that I'm having a good clear speed, but as you can see, Caphany is having some trouble here on the top lane again. And now we are there to kind of trying to solve the problem by just putting every single spell into action. And I'm also getting Grok into Caphany here. That was the idea behind it. And I am not dead thanks to my S1. I think I used that quite wisely in this particular scene. She's doing a lot of damage to Tulin, which should basically teach him a lesson. But that was really risky. Like, that situation was super risky, and I'm glad that we both made it out alive and we got the tower, which is important. Like, we need to get more towers. We need to put the pressure on the enemies. And as you can see, I'm calling rally for a team fight, rally, blah, 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 and no one's listening. The only person who's kind of listening is Caphany. I'm trying to detect some of the mines here that Lindis is throwing around just in order to make it easier for my team. Cooldown's there, so we have the ability. I've got some nice Tulin damage here done without any problem. Now I'm doing some great damage. Yeah, like literally no damage at all to the Malok, and we need to be super careful on Malok because he's got this crazy true damage. But we have just secured another tower, so at least the focus is there, but my team is widespread again. I don't know what's going on, but I just need to recall to get back some life. And I'm even telling my team to recall that I'm recalling. I'm telling them, like, look, this is what I do. And now one single Xanas is going for the Darkslayer. He did not tell his team at all about it, and I think that is the problem. That's the problem that many players are facing. They're like, oh my god, my team is not paying attention to the map at all. Look, map. That's something that I read on a regular basis, but I'm always like, just ping it. Like, ping your team that you're about to do Abyssal Dragon or Darkslayer or something. Just tell them so that these guys know what you're about to do. Like, they can't read your mind through the smartphone. It's not possible. So tell them what you're about to do, and then things might just turn out in your favor. But communication is key to the game. That's about that. Yeah. That was my little rant on communication here. So we are up against a lot of enemies. I let myself being caught here for no reason at all, and right now I'm using my ult to get them away from me, restrain them, and trying to set up some situations for our Caphany. And unfortunately I'm being killed here by Caphany's damage, and we do get a tool in here. We do get Grok and Malok down to little but no health, and right now The good thing is that Caffney is dealing so much damage right now in the game that she's doing a marvelous job. She gets a quad kill, which would have been a mega kill if not for Marja, because Marja was going for the heals of Malok. Still fine, we wiped the entire enemy team, which is always a good thing because that just frees up some space, and I'm about to build the first item that's going to deal some stuff against magic damage here, which is always good. So good for me. I'm building on my tank build, but as you guys might have noticed, I kind of struggle to get the full armor pack here. Like, I know that I've got Skewer as one of my Arcana, but still, I think that the damage reduction that we do get from all these lovely items that we are building is not that great. I don't know if it's about the scaling, but with some of the other tanks, the other tank supports that I've been playing lately, I had the impression that the armor scaling was a lot better, and it might just be due to the fact that I've always been in the thick of the things, so that I do get all the attention, all the focus from the enemies, but I just had the feeling that my lives or my health points are just shredded in no time, and that's a really sad part of the game. So I tried to push here a little bit without no backup from my teammates, but with all the combined efforts of the items and stuff that I do have, I was able to get back to safety without a problem. Caffney is going to be killed here, which was a real bummer because we need her for the damage output. Like, she's carrying the game at the moment, and now we need to get the Abyssal Dragon, and we got it. So we've got some gold and some experience points for the whole team. I'm getting back to get the minions here so that we have a nice pushing wave, because this is just something that we need to approach a little bit more. We need the minions to fight, and we need them to gather some space. So right now I was been a little bit lazy, so I was recording in the middle of a minion wave, which just turned to the fact that I was being attacked by the minions, so I had to get back a little bit deeper into our own lanes. But it doesn't really matter because I've got some health right now, and now the only thing that we need to do is push the shit through. Like, we've got the inner tier ring approach. There are just 3 towers standing between us and the victory, and yeah, calling overextension, if that is a word, you would basically see my face right next to it. I don't know why I went in here while Grug ult was still going on. Maybe I wanted to save some people. Unclear. I did not really know what I was doing here. So the 6th death could have been avoided, but it doesn't really matter because Caffney has been going in for one of the towers, and she basically did what I was talking about the whole time. She got one of the inner towers. So while we lost one of our towers, we got 1 tower, and right now it's 4 towers versus 2 towers, and the actual situation is in our favor, and that is important because we want to win the game, and we want to win the game by towers. So this is our main approach. So the whole team is alive, the whole enemy team is alive as well. Marja is doing some stuff. And now I had the feeling that we've got some kind of grouping phase here. Like, this was the first time where I've got the feeling now we are going in. And I think the enemy team made a really big mistake here, just exposing themselves in that way. So we've got Caffney, we've got Lindis, the 2 main damage dealers. Of course, they do have Grug still in their ranks, and he's doing his best to survive our attack. But with the ultimate damage output that Zenith is giving us, we were able to get them without a problem. And I think the stun basically sealed the deal. I was able to go in and just knock up the Tulin. Now I'm knocking up Malok dealing all of the crowd control. Like I told you in the intro before when we were about to talk the build, and now we are just finishing off the Nexus, and that is game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We won the game. It got us a lot of Codex attention, 280 points. I've been tanking almost 33%, so 1/3 of the whole damage that was incoming was basically deflected by my metal shield. Worst play here, but I don't really care as I've been the support. I'm fine with that, and this is the statistics of the game. And that was the game, and I thank you for watching it. Enjoy your evening.